There is a simple truth most people never face: your life will not transform until you do. The world doesn't pause for your excuses, and it doesn't wait for your readiness. Every single day that passes without progress is a day you can never reclaim. That is why you must choose, starting now, to build your strongest self, not once in a while, not when it's convenient, but every day. Think about it. Life is moving. Time is flowing. Whether you work on yourself or not, the hours are still passing. If you waste them, you're not just standing still, you're falling behind. Every day matters. Every choice matters. You are either stacking bricks for the life you want, or you're stacking bricks for a cage you don't want to live in. Most people never win because they never give themselves enough focused time to grow. They're too busy watching, too busy comparing, too busy getting distracted. They scroll through other people's highlights instead of writing their own story. They waste hours trying to impress people who don't even notice. They let comfort eat away their dreams. But you have a choice. You can step off that path. You can choose focus. You can choose discipline. You can decide, right here, right now, that every ounce of your energy will go where it belongs, on you. Your strongest self will not build itself. Your body will not strengthen itself. Your mind will not sharpen itself. Your discipline will not drop from the sky. All of it requires your daily commitment. Not sometimes. Not when it feels good. Not only when people are watching. Every single day. And it starts small. It starts with decisions so simple, so ordinary, that most people ignore them. 1 hour of reading instead of endless scrolling. One workout instead of another excuse. One meal that fuels you instead of junk that drains you. One quiet session of goal setting instead of waiting for luck. Small decisions compound into powerful results. Tiny victories add up to massive wins. Every brick you lay matters. But here's the key: you must stay with it. You can't build yourself only when life feels easy. You can't stay committed only when the sun is shining. You have to keep building when you are tired. When you are discouraged. When the results are invisible. When nobody claps for you. That is where true strength is born. Strength is not built in applause. Strength is built in silence. Strength is built when nobody is watching, when nobody is encouraging you, when it's just you against yourself. The greatest battle of your life will always be the one between your comfort and your discipline. Comfort whispers, rest, relax, it's fine. Discipline commands, stand up. Work. Push forward. The one you listen to determines your future. If you want to win, you must learn to choose discipline even when it hurts. You must build a relationship with consistency so strong that nothing can break it. Because consistency is the true secret. It's not glamorous. It's not exciting every day. But it works. Every day you choose yourself, you gain power. Every day you focus on your growth, your potential expands. The world doesn't reward wishes, and it doesn't reward excuses. The world rewards results, and results come to those who stay focused long after others give up. Here is the question you must ask yourself daily: are you building yourself, or are you distracting yourself? Are you moving forward, or are you letting life push you around? Are you building the foundation of your dream, or are you helping someone else build theirs while yours sits unfinished? It's a hard question. But honesty is power. If you are not getting stronger, you are getting weaker. If you are not moving forward, you are falling behind. There is no standing still in life. Growth is not a choice, it is a requirement. And to grow, you must protect your focus. Because focus is your superpower. In a world designed to distract you, your ability to guard your attention is the difference between success and regret. Every notification, every meaningless argument, every negative voice is trying to steal your future. You must stand guard at the door of your mind. Your attention is sacred. Where it goes, your life follows. If you scatter it, your life becomes scattered. If you guard it, your life becomes powerful. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. When you focus fully on building yourself every day, something changes. The world begins to look different. You stop chasing approval. You stop needing permission. You stop wasting energy on people who don't understand your dream. You stop feeling guilty for wanting more. You stand firm in who you are and who you are becoming. And you realize something vital: nobody is coming to build you up. Nobody is responsible for your growth. That is your job, the most important job you will ever have. Respect yourself enough to do the work. Sacrifice temporary comfort for lasting strength. Choose growth over fitting in. Build a future so powerful that no storm can break it. Every morning you wake up is another chance to prove your commitment. Another chance to get stronger. Another chance to show yourself that you are serious. Do not waste these days. They are not endless. Every day is a building block. Every day counts. And here is the beauty: when you grow, everything grows with you. Your relationships improve. Your health improves. Your finances improve. Your confidence improves. Because when you change, everything connected to you changes. But it always begins with you. It always begins with the decision to focus on you until you win. If you are waiting for motivation to come and save you, you will wait forever. Motivation is not a savior. It is not reliable. It shows up when it wants, and it leaves when things get tough. You cannot build a strong life on something so weak. What you need is commitment. What you need is consistency. Think of the strongest people you know, the ones who inspire you. Do you think they are motivated every day? No. They are disciplined every day. They show up when they are tired. They show up when they are uninspired. They show up when life is unfair. And because they show up, they win. This is where most people fail. They wait until they feel like it. They wait for the perfect conditions. They wait for encouragement. They wait for someone to notice them. But while they wait, the focused one is working. While they hesitate, the committed one is building. While they make excuses, the disciplined one is stacking victories. You do not need to feel like it. You need to do it. You need to be the one who shows up for yourself no matter what. The days you don't want to are the days that count the most. Because anyone can show up when it's easy. Champions show up when it's hard. Your strongest self is not built in comfort. It is built in struggle. It is built in the moments when you want to quit but don't. It is built in the nights you stay focused while others sleep. It is built in the hours of practice nobody sees. Those unseen hours are what separate the ordinary from the unstoppable. Most people give up too soon. They want quick rewards. They want overnight success. But life does not work like that. Growth is slow. Transformation is invisible at first. You may put in days, weeks, even months without seeing change. But the results are coming. They always come to those who refuse to quit. Imagine planting a seed. For weeks, you water it, you care for it, but nothing happens. You could give up, thinking it's dead. Or you could trust the process, knowing roots are growing underground, unseen. And then, one day, it breaks through the soil. That is how success works. Growth happens underground first, out of sight. But if you stay patient and focused, it will break through. You must be willing to be invisible before you are seen. You must be willing to work without applause. You must be willing to fight battles nobody else knows about. Because your strongest self is not built in the spotlight. It is built in the shadows. Stop asking the world for permission. Stop waiting for validation. The world will always doubt you until you prove them wrong. Don't waste your energy convincing them. Use that energy to build. Use that energy to prepare. Use that energy to focus. The truth is, nobody cares as much as you think. People are too busy with their own lives. They are not thinking about your dream every day, but you should be. You must be the one who carries it, protects it, and works on it when nobody else believes. Here is the reality: if you do not build yourself, life will build you into something you never wanted to be. If you do not take control, you will drift. If you do not choose your direction, life will choose for you. And life does not always choose kindly. So you have to decide. Decide that you are done wasting time. Decide that you are done blaming others. Decide that you are done waiting for a perfect moment that will never come. Decide that from this day forward, you will put all your energy into building your strongest self. And once you decide, you follow through. No excuses. No exceptions. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you build strength. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build confidence. Every time you take action when you don't feel like it, you build resilience. These are the bricks of your strongest self. Do not underestimate the power of small actions. Reading 10 pages a day doesn't feel like much until a year passes and you've read over 3,500 pages. Doing one workout doesn't feel like much until you've done 200 and your body has transformed. Writing one page doesn't feel like much until you've written 365 and you have a book in your hands. Small actions, repeated daily, are the path to greatness. The problem is not that people dream too small. The problem is that they quit too soon. They start strong but fade quickly. They let emotions decide their consistency. They let doubt dictate their effort. And then they wonder why nothing changes. You cannot live like that. You must be the one who stays. You must be the one who keeps going when the initial excitement fades. You must be the one who stays disciplined when others lose focus. That is the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. Understand this: the gap between who you are and who you want to be is filled with discipline. Not talent. Not luck. Discipline. Talent fades without discipline. Luck is useless without preparation. But discipline is forever. Discipline means you show up when it's boring. Discipline means you keep going when it's lonely. Discipline means you work while others waste time. And discipline builds a strength that nothing can break. When you live with discipline, you don't need to chase confidence. Confidence finds you. Because every day you keep promises to yourself, you prove to yourself that you can be trusted. And when you trust yourself, you become unstoppable. But none of this happens by accident. It happens because you make a conscious choice every single day. To wake up and work when you don't want to. To ignore distractions that don't serve you. To stay patient when results are slow. To keep your focus when the world pulls at you. These choices may feel small in the moment, but they shape your future. They are the foundation of your strongest self. The world is filled with people who gave up too soon. People who had potential but lacked focus. People who had dreams but lacked discipline. Don't let that be you. Don't waste your chance. Don't waste your life. Because at the end of the day, it will not matter who doubted you, who ignored you, who criticized you. What will matter is who you became. What will matter is whether you stayed focused long enough to win. Your strongest self is waiting. But it is not waiting forever. Time is moving. The question is, will you move with it? Every morning you wake up, you are given two choices: rise with purpose or drift with excuses. That's it. There is no third option. Every day you are either moving closer to the life you want or further away from it. And the truth is, most people don't realize how much power they waste in the first hour of their day. They wake up and immediately give their attention away to notifications, to news, to noise. Before they have even taken a step, they have already lost focus. But you must be different. You must learn to start your day by building yourself first. Not the world. Not the distractions. Not the noise. You. Take the first hour of every day and make it sacred. Move your body. Strengthen your mind. Feed your spirit. Set your goals. Protect your focus. Because that first hour sets the tone for the next 23. This is how you build momentum. This is how you create energy that carries you forward. If you waste the morning, the day will feel wasted. But if you win the morning, you are far more likely to win the day. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about building habits that compound. A strong morning routine will make you stronger for the battles ahead. Because battles are coming. Don't doubt that. Life will test you. It will push you. It will throw storms your way. And if you are not building yourself daily, those storms will break you. But if you are strong, they will shape you. That is why you cannot take days off from building yourself. Life is not taking days off. The challenges are not taking days off. Time is not taking days off. Every day counts. Every day you prepare, you gain an advantage. Every day you waste, you give the advantage away. Understand this, discipline is freedom. At first, it feels like a cage. It feels restrictive. But in time, you realize it is the key to freedom. Because discipline gives you control. It frees you from weakness. It frees you from regret. It frees you from the chains of laziness. Comfort feels free, but it is a trap. Comfort costs more than effort ever will. Comfort drains your energy, steals your dreams, and leaves you empty. The more you choose comfort, the weaker you become. The more you choose effort, the stronger you become. You must decide what price you are willing to pay. The price of discipline or the price of regret. One costs in the moment. The other costs for a lifetime. Choose wisely. The truth is, nobody regrets the workout they did. Nobody regrets the book they read. Nobody regrets the skills they built. But people regret the chances they didn't take. People regret the days they wasted. People regret the years they threw away to laziness. You do not want to look back one day and realize you could have been so much more. You do not want to live with the pain of knowing you settled. That is why you must commit now, while you have the chance, while you have the strength, while you have the time. Your strongest self is waiting on the other side of consistency. And consistency is not glamorous. It's not about massive bursts of effort. It's about showing up, day after day, stacking small wins until they become unstoppable momentum. Think of a mountain. You don't climb it in one leap. You climb it step by step, one foot in front of the other. It's the same with building yourself. One choice at a time. One action at a time. One disciplined day stacked on another. Before you know it, you look back and realize how far you've come. But if you stop climbing, if you sit down and give up, the mountain will not move for you. It will still be there, waiting. The only question is, will you keep climbing until you reach the top, or will you stay stuck at the bottom making excuses? Excuses are easy. Anyone can make them. Excuses are free, but they cost everything. Excuses cost dreams. Excuses cost growth. Excuses cost your future. Discipline is hard, but it pays for everything. Discipline pays for strength. Discipline pays for confidence. Discipline pays for freedom. The difference between the winners and the quitters is not talent. It is not luck. It is not intelligence. It is discipline. The winners simply did not quit. The winners simply stayed focused long enough to reach the finish line. So let me ask you, how long will you stay focused? How much are you willing to endure? How far are you willing to push? Because the answer to those questions will determine the size of your victory. Your life is your responsibility. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to push you. Nobody is coming to build your strongest self for you. That is your job. That is your mission. And it is the most important mission you will ever accept. Stop waiting for tomorrow. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for someone to believe in you. Believe in yourself first. Work on yourself first. Bet on yourself first. Because here's the truth, when you build yourself, everything else follows. Opportunities come. People respect you. Doors open. Not because the world suddenly became easy, but because you became stronger. And when you become stronger, you stop fearing failure. You stop fearing rejection. You stop fearing judgment. Because you realize none of it can break you. You have built a foundation too strong to be shaken. That is the goal. To build yourself so strong that no failure can destroy you. To build yourself so disciplined that no rejection can stop you. To build yourself so focused that no distraction can pull you off your path. When you reach that level, you are unstoppable. And the only way to reach that level is daily work. Daily focus. Daily commitment. Remember this, success is not something you chase. Success is something you attract by becoming the kind of person who deserves it. Build yourself into that person. Build yourself into someone who is too disciplined to be denied, too focused to be distracted, too consistent to be broken. That is how you win. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing they can build their best life while staying the same person. That is impossible. Your future requires a stronger version of you. Your goals demand more than the current you can give. That is why you must grow, why you must change, why you must push yourself every single day. You cannot drag your old habits into your new life. You cannot carry your old excuses into your new vision. You cannot step into the future with the same mindset that kept you stuck in the past. If you want transformation, you must transform. Think about it like this, if you want a body of strength, you cannot keep eating like someone who doesn't care. If you want a sharp mind, you cannot keep wasting hours on meaningless distractions. If you want a disciplined life, you cannot keep letting comfort win every battle. What got you here will not get you there. Growth requires sacrifice. You must let go of what weakens you. You must release what distracts you. You must cut away what keeps you small. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Comfort wants you to stay the same. Growth demands that you change. Comfort whispers, you've done enough. Growth shouts, there's more inside you. Comfort lies. Growth tells the truth. And here is the truth, there is more in you. More strength. More wisdom. More resilience. More greatness. But you will never see it if you keep living at the level of your old self. That is why every day is an opportunity not to prove to the world who you are, but to prove it to yourself. Every day is a chance to rise above the old patterns and step into your strongest self. But you must take it seriously. You cannot keep treating life like you have endless chances. You don't. Time is moving. Every day wasted is gone forever. You cannot get it back. That is why urgency matters. Live with urgency. Live with the awareness that your life is happening right now. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. Do not waste nows. Do not waste days. Do not waste years. Because if you waste them, you will wake up one day with regret, asking yourself why you didn't focus when you had the chance. Regret is heavy. It is far heavier than discipline. Discipline may feel like a burden in the moment, but regret will weigh you down for life. Carry discipline now, so you never have to carry regret later. Ask yourself, what kind of person do you want to be 5 years from now? Do you want to be someone who looks back proud of the work they put in, or someone who makes excuses for why they didn't try? The answer to that question is shaped by what you do today. 5 years from now, your life will reflect the choices you are making now. If you choose distraction, you will have regret. If you choose discipline, you will have results. That is the beauty and the challenge of life. You always get what you've been building. If you build laziness, you get weakness. If you build excuses, you get regret. If you build discipline, you get strength. If you build focus, you get victory. Your strongest self is built from the ground up, brick by brick, day by day. There are no shortcuts. There are no hacks. There is only the daily choice to focus on yourself until you win. This is why you must stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison steals your focus. It steals your joy. It makes you measure your chapter 1 against someone else's chapter 10. And that will only discourage you. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. That is your competition. Were you stronger today than you were yesterday? Were you more disciplined today than you were yesterday? Did you focus harder today than you did yesterday? That is the only scoreboard that matters. Because if you improve yourself daily, if you stack small wins every single day, eventually the gap between you and the old you will be so wide you won't even recognize who you used to be. That is transformation. But transformation is not magic. It's not sudden. It's a slow grind, a process of showing up when others quit, of focusing when others are distracted, of working when others are waiting for luck. Do not envy those who seem ahead of you. Instead, use their success as proof that it can be done. If they can do it, so can you. The difference will be whether you stay focused long enough. Most people quit too early. They give up when it gets boring. They give up when progress feels slow. They give up when nobody notices them. But winners keep going. Winners understand that the process always comes before the prize. Winners know that growth feels invisible until it doesn't. That is why you must learn to love the process. Love the grind. Love the quiet work. Love the feeling of getting stronger when nobody else sees it. Because if you can love the process, the results will take care of themselves. Understand this, your future self is watching you right now. 10 years from now, you will either thank yourself or hate yourself for what you did today. Choose to be the one your future self thanks. The day will come when you will look back and either be proud of your discipline or crushed by your excuses. Which one do you want? The choice is yours, and the choice is daily. The world does not need another person who gave up. The world does not need another person who wasted their potential. The world needs someone who refuses to quit. Someone who stays focused until the end. Someone who proves that no matter how hard life gets, victory is possible if you build yourself every day. Be that person. Be the one who keeps showing up. Be the one who becomes unstoppable. Be the one who focuses on themselves until they win. There is a powerful truth you must never forget: you are the project. Your life, your success, your future, it all starts and ends with you. Not your job. Not your circumstances. Not the people around you. You. That means the greatest investment you can ever make is in yourself. Not in things. Not in distractions. Not in temporary pleasures. But in building the strongest, sharpest, most resilient version of you. Ask yourself, when was the last time you invested real energy in yourself? When was the last time you chose growth over comfort, learning over entertainment, discipline over excuses? Every choice you make shapes you. Every decision is either building your strongest self or breaking it. And here's the reality: the world is not getting easier. Life is not slowing down. Challenges are not disappearing. If anything, the world will test you more as you chase bigger goals. That means the only way forward is to prepare yourself daily. Preparation is power. It's not about waiting for the storm to come, it's about training so that when it arrives, you don't break. The storm reveals the strength you've built in the silence. That is why you must focus on becoming unshakable. A strong mind. A strong body. A strong spirit. When these three are aligned, nothing can move you. Nothing can destroy you. Nothing can stop you. So how do you build this? Through discipline. Through consistency. Through daily choices that seem small but are shaping you into something powerful. It starts with your body. A weak body weakens the mind. But when you strengthen the body, you awaken energy, confidence, and resilience. Move daily. Train daily. Push yourself physically. It is not just about health, it is about identity. Every workout is a vote for the version of you that does not quit. Then comes your mind. A strong mind cannot be distracted by small things. A strong mind does not crumble under stress. A strong mind is focused, sharp, and unstoppable. Feed your mind with wisdom. Read. Learn. Challenge your thoughts. Master your emotions. Train your focus like a muscle. Because if you can control your mind, you can control your world. Finally, your spirit. This is your why. Your fire. Your fuel. Without it, discipline feels empty. Without it, strength feels wasted. Connect with your purpose daily. Remind yourself why you are fighting. Remind yourself why quitting is not an option. A strong spirit can carry you through storms that would break anyone else. Body, mind, spirit. Build all three, and you become unbreakable. Build all three, and you become unstoppable. But remember, this is not a one-time decision. This is a lifelong commitment. You cannot build your strongest self in a week. You cannot build it in a month. You build it daily, over years, until it becomes who you are. The problem is, most people want quick results. They want instant success. They want the prize without the process. But that is not how greatness works. Greatness is earned through patience, through sacrifice, through persistence when nothing seems to be working. It is during those silent seasons, when no one is watching, that you are truly building yourself. It is when nobody claps for you, when nobody notices you, when nobody believes in you, that is when you must believe in yourself the most. Because when you finally win, when you finally break through, when you finally rise, the same people who doubted you will ask how you did it. And your answer will be simple: I focused on myself until I won. So let this be your mission. No matter what life throws your way, stay focused. No matter who doubts you, stay focused. No matter how long it takes, stay focused. Focus on you until you win. Remember this every single day: success is not about being better than anyone else. It is about being better than you were yesterday. If you win that battle daily, no one can stop you. Your strongest self is waiting. It is not in the future. It is not hidden. It is built through your choices today. So choose discipline. Choose growth. Choose focus. Choose victory. And when you do, when you refuse to quit, when you commit fully, you will look back and realize that the version of you who wanted to give up, who wanted to stay comfortable, who wanted to live small, is gone forever. What remains is strength. What remains is discipline. What remains is an unshakable version of you that nobody can take away. That is the reward. That is the power of building your strongest self every day. Every single day is a battlefield. Not against the world. Not against other people. But against yourself. Against the weaker version of you that wants comfort. Against the voice that whispers, "Take it easy, you've done enough, it doesn't matter." But it does matter. Every choice matters. Every decision compounds. Every moment is either moving you closer to your strongest self or dragging you further away. The truth is, nobody is holding you back but you. Nobody is stopping you but the excuses you keep accepting. Nobody is standing in your way but the version of you that refuses to let go of weakness. That is why you must wake up each day with a decision. A decision that today, no matter what happens, you will fight for your strongest self. A decision that comfort will not win. Distraction will not win. Excuses will not win. This is not about perfection. This is about persistence. You will stumble. You will slip. You will have days where you fall short. But the difference between those who win and those who lose is this: winners get back up. Winners recommit. Winners do not let one weak day turn into a weak life. So promise yourself this: no matter how many times you fall, you will rise. No matter how many times you fail, you will try again. No matter how many times life knocks you down, you will stand stronger. Because each time you rise, you grow tougher. Each time you refuse to quit, you grow stronger. Each time you push through, you are building the foundation of the unshakable self you were born to become. Do not underestimate the power of small wins. The workout you almost skipped. The book you almost didn't read. The goal you almost didn't write down. Those are the bricks that build your future. Those are the seeds that grow into greatness. Most people quit because they cannot see results fast enough. But results are never immediate. Results are earned in silence long before the world notices. That silence is where your strongest self is born. Your job is not to chase quick results. Your job is to stay consistent. To stay focused. To keep building even when nobody sees. Because the day will come when everything you built in the dark will shine in the light. And on that day, you will understand why you never gave up. On that day, you will understand why discipline mattered. On that day, you will understand that all along, the victory was never in the goal itself. The victory was in who you became. Your strongest self is not a destination. It is a lifestyle. It is a commitment. It is a choice you make again and again. And if you make that choice long enough, one day you will wake up and realize you are no longer pretending to be strong. You are strong. So let this be your declaration: I will build myself every day. I will not wait for motivation. I will not wait for permission. I will not wait for perfect conditions. I will start now, and I will not stop until I win. This is how you build your strongest self. This is how you rise above the noise. This is how you transform your life from the inside out. It starts with you. It always starts with you. And if you stay focused on you, if you refuse to quit, if you keep building every single day, you will not just survive, you will win. Focus on you until you win.